Safe manual handling is vital in the workplace. Manual handling injuries account for 1/3 of all workplace injuries, so we've got to get it right. So first of all, we need to risk assess the object that we're going to lift. This is done in an easy way to remember these 4 letters, L-I-T-E. L, load, consider the load. I, consider the individual capacity. T, consider the task. And E, consider the environment, where you're going to, what is around you. First of all then, we're going to look at this. Consider the load. You must get the load into a good position before you pick it up. So pull it to you to get it in a good position. If you can't see the load written on the box, then what we need to do is rock the box gently to get an idea of the weight. If you feel that you're comfortable to lift that, you can then lift that up. However, if you can break the weight down into smaller portions, smaller manageable portions, then this will be much better to enable you to carry a lighter load. It does mean more carries, but the load is lighter, less chance of injury. If we can't break the box down, then we need to consider how we're going to lift it. So you're going to get nice and close to the box, your feet underneath the area, you grip in from the bottom and the top, head up, and you lift it with a nice straight back. This will enable you to lift correctly without injury. We then place it down on the table in the reverse action to that. If it then has to be placed across the table, we place it down in front of us and slide it into position. We also then need to consider the individual capacity. If you can lift, whatever you can lift and you feel comfortable with, that's fine. There are guidance by the HSC that tell you what they say is the maximum each person should lift. Once you consider the individual capacity, then we need to consider the task. Where am I going to? If I pick it up from a table at this height, am I putting it down on the table at the same height, or do I need to put it on the floor? And this would change your operation of lifting and carrying. Also, I need to consider, is the area clear? Are there trip hazards? Is there changing levels? Is there doors that need to be propped open? Is it a windy day? All these things can cause more problems with a manual handling operation. Once we've considered that, then we've considered the risk assessment, and we can safely lift and carry and place our article from one place to another safely. When we have to place the box on the ground, we need to take great care on how we do this. This can be quite dangerous. So what we need to do is ensure that the back is nice and straight, the head and neck are upright, and we're using the legs and the strongest muscles we've got to allow us to put that safely on the ground. This will allow us to do this safely. If we have to pick this up from the ground, we also have to do that in reverse order. So we get nice and close, stretch down, nice straight back, looking up, and lift. And that's how we can lift safely.